The PlayStation Vita. Released on December 17, 2011, it was a beautiful handheld device created by Sony, second in its line behind the PlayStation Portable, and had many different features that were way ahead of its time, such as having dual analog sticks, dual 0.3 megapixel cameras on both the front and the back of the device, and not to mention its beautiful 5-inch OLED screen. Might do a review on it one day. You're probably wondering why I'm telling you all this. I mean, you read the title of this video and thinking, oh, what does this have to do with the game? Well, I don't know, the only reason I have Shantae is on the Vita, so that's the one I'm gonna review. Not to mention, it came in this sweet looking box. For those of you who don't know, Shantae the Half-Genie Hero is a 2D platformer which stars a half-genie, half-human girl named Shantae. Obviously. The game saw release on a plethora of consoles such as the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Wii U, PlayStation Vita, PC, and more recently the Nintendo Switch. The game came out about 2 years ago on December 26, 2016, but actually started off as a Kickstarter project. Yeah, that Kickstarter. The one which makes terrible games such as Mighty No. 9 and Ukulele. Don't worry, this one's actually good. The main story of the game, well, you know, besides the characters themselves, because they have a lot of plot, involves Shantae being fired as her hometown of Scuttlebutt's guardian genie. So, in order to prevent future attacks while Shantae is being fired from protecting the city, her uncle, who is named Mimic, decides to build a machine called the Dynamo, and it will allow Shantae to take a break and it will protect the city with a magical barrier which will stop attacks. Everything seems to be going great. Well, that is until Shantae's exceptionally thick frenemy named Risky Boots decides that she ain't having none of that, and she sends some C-tier fodder minions called Tinkerbats to steal the blueprints from your uncle's machine. So as the great and loving niece that you are, you decide to ditch your idea of going on vacation and instead focusing on going on a great adventure to retrieve the blueprints for your uncle, defeat Risky Boots, and save Scuttletown. What makes this game interesting is that it's the first game in the whole series to feature modernized graphics, as opposed to the pixel art style that the series is accustomed to. What makes this nice is now you get to see all of her dances in HD. Speaking of all of her dances, Shantae's main form of attacks is using her magical genie powers, which let her dance and transform into many different forms to combat all the different puzzles within the game. Such as using a bat to fly over large crevices, a mermaid to swim underwater, or a spider to climb on ceilings, and a lot of other ones. Her main form of attack, however, is using her whip-like hair to smack enemies with. Quite literally. And it's weird because she doesn't even have like a braid or anything, she just has this weird looking ponytail. She must use gel. Another form of attack that you can utilize within this game are these items called relics. You can purchase them at any shop within the game, and they are items that you can use to attack enemies, protect yourself, or even help heal yourself. Most of you who are looking at getting this game, most of you are probably looking at it for the Nintendo Switch as that version is just about to come out. Well, you're probably wondering my opinion on this game. Well, if you can't tell, I simply love this game. The great 2D platforming with the pseudo 3D, it's just so charming and so appealing to the eye. I just can't help but love this game. If you're planning on getting a Nintendo Switch soon, or like me and waiting till Smash Brothers comes out, I highly recommend getting this game. Or if you have a PlayStation Vita like me, well, no harm in expanding your collection, am I right? But yeah, that'd be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.